What is up, everyone? It is me, the Mad King Paradox, bringing you RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 1 Live Reaction. Now, as you can clearly see, I have a new setup because my room is now being built. So, it's a work in progress. So, this is my makeshift until everything gets done. But, hopefully it goes well from there. So, this is what you're going to be seeing for the next while. But enough of that. You don't care. You're here for RWBY. So, we will begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
The city of Mistral.
It's about time. Whose idea was it to walk again?
Well, we did face many obstacles. Broken airships, destroyed settlements.
It's not Crow's, because he should still be in pain.
Monsters that tried to murder us.
No, he's better now.
We were fine. Only one of us almost died.
Hey.
Just one.
So how much farther to Haven Academy? Almost there. I'd have figured I'd take you kids on the scenic route.
Why? There has to be a reason. That waterfall, though.
That's certainly something.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow!
Vendors here will sell you
Very nice still drawings.
whether they should or not. We really made the most out of these mountains. Every inch. And stay away from the lower levels. But the higher up you go, the nicer it gets.
And
Oh, is this a class-based place? Because... Is that a lake?
So, how much farther?
We're in the home stretch now.
Oh, hey, Weiss.
No more stops from here to Mistral. Sorry for the long trip. Keeping us off the radar's been harder than I thought. Lots of air traffic around northern Anima.
It's fine. I just hope I haven't been a burden.
You absolutely
You're
have.
more than welcome on this ship, kid.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. Still over Lake Monsu. Shouldn't be picking up broadcasts this far from Mistral. Someone must be close.
Mayday! Mayday! We are a small passenger flight and our Huntress is down! We aren't equipped to deal with this!
Oh, man.
The Grim hit us 400 clicks north of the southern shoreline.
Weiss, are you gonna do something?
If anyone can hear this...
We're going to help them, right?
What? No. I'm trying to avoid them.
But they'll die.
Look, if we picked up their transmission, I'm sure someone else did too. Besides, this is a cargo ship. There's not much good in a fight. I just want to finish this job and get home.
Oh, it's gonna
Sorry,
be one
kid.
of those
My
seasons,
ship.
isn't it?
My rules.
So we're gonna be dealing with a lot of... You're not gonna be able to avoid people dying this time. It's either stick to the mission or save lives. And a lot of the time you won't be able to save lives. So... Ooh, that's gonna hit some of them pretty hard.
We made it.
Not done yet. What's wrong, Crow?
Hello? Hello?
I like how they broke the
Try.
carpet for that floor
There
pattern.
doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, I guess school isn't really in session right now. Maybe that's it. No, this isn't right. Come on.
Wait for us!
Get ready. There could be trouble.
And it's gonna be nothing. Oh, he is a coward.
Professor Lionheart?
Crow! For crying out loud, nearly scared me half to death!
Me? Why weren't you waiting for us at the entrance?
Oh, right. Apologies. I guess time slipped away from me.
You're joking.
Where is everybody?
Ah, you must be the students Crow mentioned.
Yes, sir. Ruby Rose.
Jean Arc.
Nora Valkyrie.
Lyren.
Pleasure to meet you all. Leonardo Lionheart at your service.
Leonardo Lionheart. Alright.
Wait until classes resume, but
What? Leo, you can't be serious. Who's guarding the relic?
Crow, the children.
Already know. I filled them in. What do you mean your staff is away?
You filled them in?
So, is this
Yeah.
not going at all like anyone thought it would?
Thank you, Nora. Triangle window.
Unbelievable!
Total garbage. We can't let them get away with this.
Well, at least you two can finally agree on something.
Wait on that for a little bit.
Guys,
So, what happened?
everything's gonna be okay.
Why are you the voice of reason when the former head of the White
Good
Fang is
evening,
right
miss.
there?
Can I get you anything? Just a little time to myself, if that's alright. Sure thing. Just call if you need me.
I would not trust the fact that she's there.
You need better security. Please, I just need to talk. How could you take the fall for them, Ilya? Like, Corsic and Finnick blamed you. We confronted them tonight and they denied knowing anything, and everything we found on your scroll, it talked about how disappointed they were to hear that you sided with Adam. But you and I both know they're guilty.
Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious.
You can't prove anything. That scroll might not have been enough to lock them up, but it's enough to sway the Faunas here. When we go public tomorrow, they're not going to stand for any of it. And neither should you.
Oh, no, 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 that's not gonna go
It
well.
isn't gonna work, Blake. Please, just leave Menagerie before it's too late. You're going to have to make me. I know.
Huh? Bye. Just not even gonna go after her.
I have to say, Crow, this all seems very reckless, even for you.
No, reckless is leaving one of the relics completely unguarded. It's not checking in with Oz for ages.
There was nothing to check in about before the fall of Beacon, but since that day,
Yeah, I
there
find
still
that very
has been
hard to
chaos.
believe.
Vale wasn't the only kingdom to suffer that night. Everyone was watching. Every house in every kingdom saw that poor girl ripped to pieces, saw monsters crawling over the city, Elysian knights attacking citizens, and then nothing. You could feel the dread in the air. With all that negativity, you can imagine what it was like when the Grimm came for us.
Yeah,
Mistral's controlled territory
that would be
is the
very,
widest
very
region
bad.
in the world, you know, and that makes it infinitely harder to protect. We lost so many great huntsmen, teachers from this very institution, and it's only gotten worse.
What do you mean?
That's when you take a step back and form a game plan.
We may have dealt with the Grimm, but the Mistral Council's still at odds with representatives from Atlas. First, it was the dust embargo, Now it's the closing of borders. I'm not sure what happened to James in Vale, but it seems to have only worsened some of his more unfortunate tendencies. And on top of everything, we still don't know where the Spring Maiden is.
All the more reason we need the huntsmen and huntresses here.
Okay. Things are bad. They're bad.
RWBY, at this point, I wouldn't
But
say a
we can
word.
figure this out. Why is the Spring Maiden so important?
Maiden.
Thought you filled them in.
Mostly filled in. Look, there's a lot to cover, okay? I quit teaching for a reason.
You were a teacher?
The four maidens each have the power to perform feats of magic. And they
Yes.
are the only ones capable of reaching the relics.
What? The relics are each locked inside a chamber that can only be opened by a specific maiden. Winter for the gift of creation, summer for destruction, fall for choice, and spring for knowledge. Spring is the problem.
What happened to her?
They don't know.
She was determined at first when she inherited her powers. But the weight of responsibility proved to be too much for the child. She ran, abandoned her training, everyone. That was over a decade ago. There's no telling where she could be now.
I know. At least, I have a pretty good idea.
Are you serious?
It's not exactly good news.
What are you talking about? This is incredible news! After all these years, where?
Listen to the
I did
details.
some digging around. Looks like after Spring ran away, she was picked up by bandits, specifically the Bronwyn tribe.
Raven.
Yang's mom? That's right.
It's a pretty good security system. At the same
That's
time,
about where they've set up their main camp.
clearly
It's
some
where they fall
problems
back
with
to
it.
after raids and scouting missions. Raven's managed to gain a lot of followers since she returned to the tribe. And I'm sure when the Spring Maiden showed up, it only made things easier.
Well, Crow, I've got to hand it to you. With these coordinates, we can mount a retrieval force and head out in a few weeks.
A few weeks.
That's right.
Leo, maybe you didn't hear me. My sister has the Spring Maiden, and I know where she is. We need to go as soon as possible.
No, the
And
books.
perhaps you didn't hear me. This kingdom is in shambles. As soon as possible does not mean tomorrow. It means as soon as I can convince the rest of the council that I need huntsmen more than they do. Unfortunately, bandit tribes aren't very high on their list of priorities when the threat of war is just on the horizon.
Then damn the council. We'll do it ourselves. You and I are trained huntsmen, and these kids aren't exactly pushovers.
Yeah!
Perhaps there's a more peaceful way to approach this?
Nope.
We need to get Spring as far away from here as possible. Raven isn't going to give up her most prized possession without a fight.
Unfortunately, you and your sister are evenly matched, and I'm not the fighter I used to be. No offense, but these students and I can't take on an entire bandit tribe and a maiden that's no doubt had years to hone her skills. We need to
Yeah, that's the
confident
X factor
we can
here.
apprehend Spring, because if we fail, Raven and her tribe will scatter, and we'll be lost. We get one shot at this, and it needs to be perfect.
But there's no such thing as perfection.
You know, Oz wouldn't be happy with any of this if he were here.
Perhaps you're right, but he's not. I'm doing the very best I can.
There has to be something we can do.
What about Cinder? She came with Emerald and Mercury from Haven. Do you have anything on them?
We pulled their files after the fall of Beacon. Nothing but lies and forgeries.
Well, I can't say this has been a warm reunion, Leo.
I'm I'm sorry. I know you've all traveled a long way, but I will do everything I can to help.
Sure. We'll stay in the city for the time being. Local comms are still up. Keep in touch. Come on, kids.
But I can't help but remember the end of volume
Nice
4.
meeting you, Professor.
Something is going on. What aren't you saying, Lionheart?
We have got to work on your improvisational skills.
So, what do we do now?
You four head back to the house. I need a drink.
Sounds about accurate. Oh, this scene!
Excuse me. You know, I don't think they allow kids in here, Pipsqueak.
Shut up, I'm getting there.
I mean, I'm surprised that hasn't made him go mad
I'm
yet.
supposed to tell you I'd like my cane back?
It's good to see you again, Oz.
Kid still just looks so confused.
Aren't you a little young to be drinking?
Hi, Yang.
Water. It's hot out.
Oh, sure.
But isn't it that they won't even serve you water
telling me
if you're underage?
You're too young to drink? You look like a regular huntress. And a beauty at that.
Oh, sir,
Good.
you're about to get
Think so.
destroyed.
Seriously. Not too bulky, not too lean. You're...
Just right. Yep. Like I said, I'm good.
And your hair.
Yep. It's about right. Just tilt.
This one's on the house. He's been driving me crazy.
Still not completely over it yet. Alright.
So, what brings you around these parts?
Thanks. And I'm looking for someone.
Not many people come out here, too far from the kingdoms. Only person worth noting around here is, well,
Raven Bronwyn. Thanks again.
Now, Missy, you don't want to go messing with bandits. They're a world of trouble.
So I hear.
Are you at least going to throw your glass away? Just stay down, dude. Not even worth it.
Hey, girlie.
Seriously? This isn't over?
I heard you're looking for someone.
You're going to become a part of the story for a while, aren't you? Pizza guy! Alright.
Can I help you? Yeah. Is there a ruby rose here?
Why?
No, it was just on guard.
Well, I found him.
Oh, Crow, no.
Your uncle could use some help. Oh. Found him.
What is going on out there? Can't a girl read her comics in peace?
Her comics.
Crow, did you get drunk again?
No. Maybe.
You have silver eyes.
Who are you?
And what do you know about them?
Well, my name is Oscar Pine. You probably know me as Professor Ozpin. I did it!
Damn it, Crow. So this is the new intro, huh? Nora, I'm not surprised by you. So far, the visuals in the intro look nice. Blake, where did you get to? Was that the Spring Maiden? Oh, her knight. I want to see what that big guy can do from the Cinder and all that. Is that the same knight Weiss could always summon? It looked like he got an upgrade. Alright then, that was episode 1 of, well, chapter 1 of volume 5. So, initial thoughts. Not a bad little setup episode. We got the things with Lionheart, how pretty much he's being manipulated from the back, which we already assumed from the end of volume 4 anyway. But to what extent? They don't have the Spring Maiden, so they don't have the means to get his relic. And from the looks of how she looked in the intro, Cinder looks like she's about capable. So the fact that they haven't gotten that relic yet, for her, either they're about to do it or they're still prepping for it, because again, they're meant for the maidens to only get in, but no one knows how it works yet. The thing with Weiss is what intrigues me the most, because of the whole, it's not just going to go perfectly now. Either you're going to have to let people die, or you have to complete your mission. You can't do both. So, yeah, that is chapter 1. And so far, it's looking pretty good. So, this has been the Mad King Paradox S signing off, and I will see you all in chapter 2 of RWBY Volume 5.